Hello everyone, this is my review for WWE NXT on April 29th, 2015, and this was an episode where they basically announced and started building the stories to the next NXT TakeOver special. Obviously you had the continuation of Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I felt they had a relatively really good promo right at the beginning of the show there, trying to setting up the title match with him, with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, William Regal being out there. I like how they use the general manager in this case. It's not just somebody who's, they don't make the general manager look like he's just somebody who's in the backstage all the time, sees something that happens out there and then makes the match. No, they actually have him go out there, do things with the superstar. So I like how they used William Regal there, and I liked how they went with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens promo. You had kind of a reversal of everything between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, where it made it look like Sami Zayn was goading him into a title match this time. So it came off relatively well, at least on my own personal opinion there. You also have continuations of storylines between Emma and Bayley. They came off as a really, maybe not really good in this case, but it came up with a decent premise behind everything. You know how Bayley always acts when she's out there, so Emma's trying to get under her skin by taking her things and things in that nature. So that came off relatively well. The match with Bayley and Dana Brooke was okay. Dana Brooke still looks greener than anything in the ring at this moment, so we'll see how that actually goes down in the future. And the book's still out on her, whether or not she's ever going to be good in the ring or good storyteller or anything down the road. Big Cass, Enzo Amore, Wesley and Blake. You had a decent promo backstage with all of them around, with it's starting off with Enzo, Big Cass, and Carmella, and then it kind of went to Wesley Blake and Carmella, and then they made it seem as if Alexa Bliss is going to be inserted into this in some way, shape, or form. I'm more interested in finding out, seeing when they do the tag team title match itself, because they did do a non-title match tonight, which was a relatively good and entertaining match to watch. But I'm more interested to see where they're going to go with the storyline in this case when they decide to do the tag team title match, which will probably be at the TakeOver special anyway, to see where they're going to go with the storyline aspects of this. Do they have Carmella turn? Do they have Big Cass turn or something in that case? I sense a turn from somebody in there on the others, and we'll just see where they actually go with it, or they just insert Alexa Bliss in there and kind of keep everything in intact with Enzo, Big Cass, and Carmella. So we'll see where they decide to go with that. You also had the announcement of a triple threat match for the #1 contendership. You had Hideo Itami, Finn Balor, Tyler Breeze. That should be a fun match to watch. I'll be more interested to see how they build the storyline going into the very near future here with them. So we'll see where they go with that. You just had a match with Hideo Itami going out there showing off what he can do, kind of like an enhancement match in this case. So we'll see where they go with that portion and see where they go with the storyline lines going in there. You have Hideo and Tyler Breeze's pass with those matches, and now you're kind of having Tyler Breeze work in there with Finn Balor, so that it should end out working out pretty good. And so we'll see how that one ends out going. You had a decent promo package for Becky Lynch to kind of insert that she's going to be the face in this program with her and Sasha Banks. Just kind of more getting around, figuring out Becky Lynch's past, everything like that. And then she went out there, had an enhancement match of her own. So nothing special in terms of match quality there, but at least a decent start to her storyline with Sasha Banks going after the title. This brings me to the main event of the night, which was made backstage when Sami Zayn was, signing the contract to get the title match. He became him and Alex Riley. I liked the match that the two of them put off. I also liked the aspect of how Kevin Owens was out on the commentator's booth during that time frame, kind of making it seem like it's like, oh, why aren't you talking about me? Now, why aren't you talking about the match? And then just things that he was doing to the commentators in there. I liked that aspect of how he was coming off very heelish to all of them in that case. So that came off relatively well. I liked actually that they went with Kevin Owens attacking both Sami Zayn and Alex Riley, and him kind of getting what he's been wanting this entire time. Initially, this entire time that he'd been working with Alex Riley, which was they had teased him setting up that powerbomb and over and over and over again. They finally let him get one over in that case, and getting the powerbomb on the ring apron to Alex Riley, trying to signify that he's done with Riley in that case. I also like the aspect that last week, Sami Zayn was garnering the momentum. This week they switch it back and they allow Kevin Owens having the momentum. So we'll see how they work this into more going into the next takeover special. Like I said before, I felt this week's NXT was relatively good. Decent starts and continuations to the storylines going into their next takeover special. And that's my review this week for WWE NXT, and I thank you guys for watching.